This is the Mooer VE200, a compact vocal effects processor designed for singers, musicians, live streamers, and content creators. It combines pitch correction, harmony, vocal effects, modulation, delay, reverb, looping, MIDI, Bluetooth, and audio interface features inside of one portable battery-powered device. After spending some time with it, I think its biggest strengths are its portability, the touchscreen workflow, the stereo effects, and the ability to work with both mobile devices and computers. I do have one concern with the foot switch controls, especially for live performance, but overall there is a lot packed into this unit. In this video, I want to show you what it does, what I like about it, what could be better, and who I think it's actually for. Let's check it out. You can connect a microphone, shape your vocal sound, and send the process signal to a mixer, powered speaker, phone, tablet, or computer. For live performance, this gives singers more control over their sound instead of depending entirely on whatever processing happens to be available at the venue. You can prepare your vocal sound before the performance, save it as a preset, and bring that sound with you. It can also work as part of a recording, live streaming, rehearsal, or mobile content creation setup. The unit has a compact red enclosure with a circular touchscreen in the center. The touchscreen gives you direct access to menus, effect types, and adjustable settings, which makes editing much easier than navigating everything through physical controls alone. Along with the screen, you get 3 control knobs, one which also functions as a menu encoder, and 3 foot switches. The knob gives you physical control over the available parameters, while the menu encoder helps you move through menus, select options, and confirm changes. I like having both touchscreen and the physical control. The screen makes it easier to see what you're adjusting, while the knobs give you something physical to grab when you want to make a quick change. The 3 foot switches are also useful for controlling performance functions without using your hands. However, one limitation I noticed is that you cannot scroll through or select presets directly with the foot switches. That may not be a major problem in the studio or tabletop setup, but it could be inconvenient during a live performance. If each song or section requires a different vocal sound, I would prefer to move between presets completely hands-free. For connections, you get a combination microphone and line input, allowing you to connect an XLR microphone or another compatible source. It also provides phantom power for condenser microphones that require it. There is a separate instrument input as well, which could be useful for a singer-songwriter who wants to connect a microphone and guitar to the same unit. The instrument signal can also provide musical information for the features such as harmony generation and pitch correction. For outputs, you get stereo XLR connections, stereo quarter-inch outputs, and a headphone output. You also get USB-C, Bluetooth, and MIDI connectivity. That gives you enough flexibility to work with a traditional PA system, mixer, powered speaker, phone, tablet, or computer. Before getting into the creative effects, there are tools for shaping and improving your basic vocal sound. You can use compression and tone controls to make the vocal feel more consistent, present, and polished. Here's the microphone without processing. 1, 2. And here's the vocal running through it.
Hey, 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 hey. Check. 1.
The processing doesn't always need to feel obvious. Sometimes the goal is simply to make the vocal feel a little more controlled and polished before adding reverb, delay, pitch, correction, or harmonies. You also get real-time pitch correction. It can be used subtly to tighten the performance or pushed harder for a more obvious tuned vocal sound. At a lighter setting, I want the correction to support the vocal without drawing too much attention to itself. At stronger settings, you can hear more of an obvious modern pitch correction effect. As with any pitch processor, the result will depend on the singer, the selected key, and how accurately the device follows the performance. Pitch correction will not replace vocal techniques, but it can help tighten the performance or create a particular vocal sound. Vocal harmonies can also be generated around the lead voice. These harmonies can follow a selected musical key, an instrument signal, or MIDI notes. As a singer and keyboard player, the MIDI control is especially interesting to me. Being able to play notes or chords from a keyboard gives you more control over what the harmony voices are doing. These effects may not be something you use throughout an entire song, but it could work well for an intro, an ad-lib, background layer, or a specific section. You also get modulation, delay, reverb effects, and one thing I definitely appreciate is the effects operate in stereo. When you connect both the left and right outputs, the delays, reverbs, and modulation effects can create more width around the vocal. The stereo processing can help the vocal feel larger and more spacious instead of placing the entire effect directly in the center. That is especially useful when recording live streaming and live setups running in stereo. The touchscreen also makes it easier to access individual effects types and their settings. You can move through the available delay, reverb, modulation, and other processing options directly from the display, and then adjust the sound using the on-screen controls and physical knobs. That gives you more control than I originally expected. Instead of being locked into one general delay or reverb sound, you can go into the effects section and change the available settings to fit the vocal sound you are trying to create. One of my favorite features is the built-in rechargeable battery. That makes it much more practical for portable use. You can use it for rehearsals, outdoor performances, mobile recording, live streaming, or content creating without immediately needing access to an electrical outlet. Even when power is available, the battery can provide some extra protection during the performance. For a longer show or recording session, I would still bring the power supply, but the built-in battery makes this feel like a genuinely portable device. Another major strength is the ability to work as an audio interface for a computer, phone, or mobile device. You can connect your microphone, build your vocal sound with the onboard processing, and send that audio directly into a recording, video, or live stream application. That gives you a very compact mobile setup. You have your microphone, this unit, your phone, and a pair of headphones without needing a separate interface or computer. For someone creating singing videos, social media content, vocal demonstrations, podcasts, or live streams, this is one of the strongest reasons to consider it. You can also connect it to a computer and record directly into your DAW. The important part is that you can record with the onboard effects already applied if you want to. In traditional studio language, you'll be printing the effects to tape. The pitch correction, compression, harmony, delay, or reverb can be a part of the recorded audio instead of being added later with plugins. The advantage is that you can commit to a sound and capture the performance exactly as you heard it. The disadvantage is that once those effects are recorded, you may not be able to completely change or remove them later. I would normally be careful with how much reverb or pitch correction I printed unless the effect was an intentional part of the performance. But I like having that option. It can work as a live vocal device, a phone interface, or computer recording interface depending on what you need. There is also a phrase looper. You can record vocal phrases, harmonies, beatbox and percussion sounds, or instrument parts and layer them during a performance. This could be useful for songwriting, practicing live looping performances. Even if you are not building a full arrangement, the looper can help you test harmonies and hear how different parts work together. I think this makes the most sense for singers who want one compact device that can handle several different jobs. The biggest strength is versatility. It can shape your vocal during a live performance, run from its internal battery, connect to a phone, work with a computer, and become the center of a compact vocal setup. The biggest weakness for me is not being able to move through the presets directly with the foot switches. The 3 foot switches are useful, but during a performance, I would like to switch from one complete vocal preset to another without reaching down and interacting with the unit. That becomes especially important if you want to use different sounds for different songs or want to change effects between the verse, chorus, and bridge. Overall, the Mooer VE200 packs a lot of vocal tools in one small battery-powered package. I like the portability, I like the touchscreen workflow, I like that it works with a phone computer, I like that it can do a lot of different things. So let me know what you think about the Mooer VE200. Would you use it for live performance, mobile recording, live streaming, or in a home studio? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe to DAW of Choice on YouTube.